The Commonwealth Attorney has called all of its witnesses to testify in the sentencing of the man who killed 3 UVA football players in 2022. Today, we heard from defense witnesses as former student Christopher Darnell Jones Jr. awaits his fate.
Today marked day 3 of this week-long sentencing hearing. You may remember that survivors and witnesses of this deadly shooting testified yesterday. Several family members described losing Deshaun Perry, Devin Chandler, and Lavelle Davis Jr. as a life sentence itself. Now, with the defense witnesses testifying today, we want to turn to 8 News reporter Allison Williams, who's been in the courtroom all week for us. She joins us now live in Charlottesville with the latest. Allison.
Well, Deanna, like you just said, the first 2 days in this courthouse focused on the survivors of the shooting and the families of those who lost their lives. But today was about Christopher Jones. The testimonies that stood out most were from his uncle and his cousin, and we saw him get visibly emotional for the first time when an administrator from his high school spoke. That administrator is Dr. Cindy Blount from Petersburg High. She said Jones sought out leadership opportunities, was always on top of his academics, and worked late hours at Taco Bell to provide for his grandmother. She and Jones were both crying when she said a local dealership donated a car to him so he wouldn't have to walk home late at night. His family members say Jones grew up in a physically abusive home at the hands of both parents. They say they didn't recognize the person he became a few months before the shooting and that he was paranoid people were after him. Now, Jones's attorneys are arguing he was in a state of delusion at the time of the killings and that this should be considered for his sentencing. The Commonwealth is arguing for life in prison. Now, tomorrow testimonies will continue, and we're expecting to hear from Teresa Davis. She's the UVA professor who survived the shooting. Live in Charlottesville tonight, Allison Williams, 8 News.